Anime gives us heroes, villains, legends. But some characters don't just fight. They shift culture, they change perception, and they leave a legacy bigger than the screen. Welcome to the Anime Index. Today, we're counting down the top most influential black anime characters of all time. From historical icons to modern game changers, these are our picks for characters who move the culture forward.
10.
Taking our number 10 spot is Dutch, the unflappable leader of Black Lagoon. Dutch commands the Lagoon Company with a calm authority that keeps a crew of chaos incarnate in check. In a show where everyone else is either screaming, shooting, or spiraling, Dutch feels like he's the only one that's filed his taxes correctly. A former US Marine, he's equal parts strategist, protector, and mentor. Dutch shows that leadership, wisdom, and restraint can have just as much impact as superhuman abilities. And when your crew includes Revi, arguably one of the most chaotic shooters in anime history, this ability is an asset. He's not comic relief, he's not exaggerated, and he's not sidelined. He's just in charge. And yes, his dry humor when others are panicking is also legendary.
9.
At number 9 is Canary from Hunter x Hunter. A trainee butler serving the infamous Zodiac assassin family, Canary stands guard at the estate gates with overwhelming authority. Her introduction immediately establishes discipline and loyalty. She faces off against Gon and doesn't fold, which is impressive because Gon's entire personality is, "I will break this emotionally." Yeah, you know, that guy that doesn't understand the concept of backing down and embodies the idea of stubbornness. Yeah, that guy. As a trained combatant, tasked with protecting one of anime's most notorious families, Canary blends competence with humor. She's serious when she needs to be, but charming and snarky at the right moments. And come on, let's not ignore it. Being a child guard in a mansion full of professional killers, that's pretty impressive. And what's more, she's good at her job, so her potential only increases as she gets older. Her influence comes from showing that strength and loyalty can be expressed in nuanced ways, even outside the spotlight of the main heroes. Her internal conflict concerning Killua, the Zodiacs, and what loyalty really means gives character depth and development to the overall story. Canary demonstrates that supporting roles can be just as influential, shaping narrative tension and enriching character dynamics within a story and the greater anime world.
8.
Number 8 is Michiko Malandro, the bold, independent lead of Michiko and Hatchin. Michiko navigates a dangerous world while protecting Hatchin, blending maternal care with fearless independence. Michiko is chaos with charisma, and she doesn't really fit into a hero or villain category. Michiko challenged the view of how women, especially darker-skinned women, were portrayed in anime. Her influence is profound. She proves that black women in anime can lead stories unapologetically, shaping how audiences view female representation in anime. She's daring, smart, and unforgettable, making her one of the most impactful characters in anime history.
7.
From one badass female to another, number 7 brings us to Yoruichi Shonin from Bleach. Former captain of the 2nd Division, founder of the Stealth Force, and full-time menace in human form, Yoruichi is the master of speed, martial arts, and strategy. Basically, she's elegant, but can still throw hands. She mentors Ichigo and his friends, often showing up exactly when things get dangerous, or when it's funniest to mess with them first. One minute she's dropping wisdom, the next, she's teasing someone for being too slow. Beyond combat, Yoruichi represents confidence, intelligence, and independence, and is one of the most notable black women in shonen anime, portrayed as elite, respected, and central to the plot.
6.
At number 6, we ignite the list with Ogun Montgomery from Fire Force. A 3rd-generation pyrotechnic, Ogun enhances his body using his ability, Flaming Ink. Flame tattoos that boost his physical power to absurd levels. Visually, ridiculous, but in the best possible way. When those markings light up, it's less supportive character and more main energy character detected. This fight scene alone had animators flexing. I mean, look at it. Just look at it. It's basically like the animation team was kind of like, "Oh, you thought we were gonna budget this episode? To hell with your budget!" Again, in the best possible way. But Ogun and his fights aren't just eye candy with combustion settings turned to the max. His presence feels natural, like he belongs in the world, not like he was added as a checkbox. He's powerful and composed, but also a mentor and a leader. And when he does activate Flaming Ink, let's just say the temperature and the respect level both rise instantly.
5.
OB, you never stop rapping, do you? Number 5 is Killer B, the charismatic Shincheriki from Naruto Shippuden. The Eight-Tails partner, master swordsman, and the only shinobi who can drop a life lesson and a mixtape in the same sentence. He's known for his offbeat humor, freestyle rap, and surprisingly deep wisdom. Also, just as an aside, anyone confident enough to rap in the middle of a fight against a Sharingan user is on a different level of self-esteem. But beneath the rhymes and the sunglasses is a seasoned warrior and mentor. B guides Naruto through controlling the Nine Tails, showing patience, emotional intelligence, and experience that only comes with surviving your own inner demons and winning. His influence is significant because he combines overwhelming strength, technical skills, and personality without ever feeling one-dimensional. He's goofy, yes, but also elite. Killer Bee's love from the anime community comes from the fact that he can throw hands and he feels very much alive.
4.
Number 4 is Carole Stanley, the heart of Carole and Tuesday. Set in a future where AI dominates the music industry, oh my god, gross AI music, ugh, Carole represents something refreshingly human, raw creativity. She's talented without theatrics, driven without arrogance. In a world of algorithm-generated hits, she shows up with authenticity. Her journey is about perseverance, creativity, and identity, navigating a futuristic world through music. Carole's influence comes from normalizing Black female leads in anime and inspiring audiences with hope and expression. She's a reminder that influence doesn't need to be combative or violent. It can come through art and resilience.
3.
At number 3 is Kaname Tosen, captain of the 9th Division in Bleach. Tosen is one of the most philosophical heavy characters in the entire series, driven by the absolute belief in justice, even when the belief leads down a dark path. Introduced as a calm, composed Soul Reaper, Tosen stands out immediately through his demeanor, his blindness, and his unwavering moral code. He isn't loud, flashy, or attention-seeking, and that's exactly why his presence carries weight. What makes Tosen influential is that he represents a different kind of power in anime, ideological strength. Tosen pushes the narrative in Bleach, confronting the audience with uncomfortable questions about morality, revenge, and whether justice can exist without compassion. He's known for being soft-spoken throughout the series, and yet, somehow, when he does speak, everybody listens. His character exemplifies the diverse backgrounds and characters within the Bleach series, while also representing diverse Black characters as a whole with his unique design and beliefs within the anime story. All while being a captain, a leader, and a compelling villain who believed he was actually the hero of the story.
2.
Taking the number 2 spot is Biscuit Oliva, better known to fans as Mr. Unchained from Baki. And while we all know Baki can be a little over the top, in Oliver's case, he isn't just built different. He's built, illegally. Oliver's less of a man and more of a walking momentum to raw physical dominance, with the kind of physique that makes other bodybuilders kinda reconsider their life choices, you know? Introduced as one of the strongest fighters on the planet, he operates outside traditional martial arts systems. He doesn't follow dojo rules, ancient techniques, or spiritual philosophies. He just believes in absolute physical freedom. He's intimidatingly large, powerful, intelligent, wealthy, and self-assured. And yes, we admit there are a few stereotypical adjustments that could be made concerning his character. But there's no denying his strong representation of Black masculinity in anime and in anime culture. He reads, he strategizes, he dominates. And yes, the rumors are true if you haven't seen the anime. He literally lives in a prison by choice that he owns because no one can hold him. The psychological aspect behind this and being called Unchained speaks to the greater strength and dominance of his character in the world of Baki. It's the concept that his character has become so impactful that despite being an inmate, he's actually free because he owns the facility that incarcerates him, and further proves this by entering and leaving the facility as he sees fit. Oliver's influence lies in his visibility and achievements. He demonstrates that Black characters in anime can be physically unmatched, mentally sharp, and narratively respected, all at once.
Honorable mention.
Before we reach our number 1, we've got to give a shout out to the honorable mention of Afro Samurai. He may not be top of the list, but his impact? Undeniable. Voiced by Samuel L. Jackson, which should already tell you the energy level we're dealing with. The anime blends hip-hop culture with samurai cinema. The series feels less like a traditional anime and more like a cultural collision done right. The soundtrack, produced by RZA. The aesthetics, pure style. The violence, respectfully excessive. Beyond the cool factor, Afro Samurai provides something bigger. A Black-led anime that fans resonate with to this day globally. As a character, he's simplistic. Afro carries around a sword and gets things done. His impact lives in the fusion of cultures. Hip-hop, anime, samurai lore, all coexisting to create a harmonious cinematic adventure. His legacy, impact, and influence on the culture cannot be ignored.
1.
And finally, at number 1, we have Yasuke, the real-life African samurai whose story was brought to anime in 2021. Long before anime debates, long before conversations about diversity in the medium, Yasuke was already living the story that felt almost mythological. He was an African man who rose to the rank of samurai under Oda Nobunaga in 16th century Japan. And yes, this does transcend anime, its documented and factual historical legacy. When Yasuke premiered, it wasn't just introducing a new protagonist, it was reintroducing the world to a historical figure whose existence already bridged Black and Japanese culture centuries ago. That culture bridge helped inspire storytelling, from stylized legends like Afro Samurai to modern reinterpretations of Black character-based warriors. Yasuke's shadow stretches further than most fictional characters ever could. His influence is based on reality. He represents historical significance, cultural intermingling, and proof that Black presence in Japanese history isn't imagined, it's recorded. A reminder that sometimes the most influential characters in anime were the first. Thanks for watching. Do you agree with our picks? Or did we miss a few characters not on the list? Let us know what you think in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this episode of the Anime Index, don't forget to like and subscribe so you don't miss the next one. For all things anime.